Hi everybody, Ms. Becvar here with some important instructions on developing a strong research question for your final project. In this discussion, I want to make a distinction between a report topic and a research topic. So a report records or restates facts without any evaluation or interpretation, whereas a research paper involves finding facts and theories, evaluating, interpreting those facts or theories, and then adding some original thought. It is not the same thing as writing a report. Before now, you may have only had experience writing reports, like in high school. You look some stuff up and you write about it. Well, college-level research requires a different approach. To clarify, here are some definitions that you need to know. First of all, the topic is the general theme of your overall research. The research question is going to define your topic as a succinct question, which guides your future research, and it includes all critical concepts of the topic. Your thesis statement, which you can think of as kind of the other side of the coin for your research question, is the hypothetical answer to your research question, and it's an assertion or an argument that's supported within your paper. What this looks like in practice is this process where you take a big broad topic, you narrow it down to your research question, and then out of that comes your thesis statement. So what does this look like for a real topic? If you use the example of pay equity between men and women, a narrower topic that you can get out of pay equity is maybe pay equity for female tech executives. Then from that, here comes the research question of how can the government close the pay gap between male and female tech executives? Out of that research question comes the argument, which is that Congress should create legislation requiring pay equity for female tech executives in the tech industry. So look at what's happening here. First, you've got this big topic, then you narrow it down, then it's turned into a question, and then it's made into this policy type statement about how Congress should create legislation requiring pay equity. Someone should do something about this issue. So here's how you can turn your topic into a research question. The first thing you want to do is you want to narrow it down. Usually topics that students come up with are way too broad, and so you want to think of it in as narrow of terms as possible. You want to ask your W's, where, which, who, or when. So if you're doing homelessness where? If you have a topic related to professional athletes, which sport are you talking about? If you're talking about genetically modified food, which food? The second thing you want to do is you want to take an arguable approach. What do I mean by that? So you want to ask yourself why or how. Arguable questions often address a problem that needs solving. So you want to think about how you can create a persuasive argument within your research question, within your research topic. So here are some specific examples that might help you think about this a little bit better. Here on the left, you see the research questions. What animals are part of the ecosystems of the Great Barrier Reef? Well, we probably need to look that up. So answering this question does require a little bit of research. But if you think about what the answer to that question looks like, it actually just looks like a list of animals. It doesn't actually look like any kind of argument or persuasive statements. Or the second question on the list, how many cases of child abuse were reported in Contra Costa County in 2015? Well, that's just going to be a number. That's not actually an argument. On the other side, here are some questions related to those same issues that are stated in a different way. So the first one, how is tourism impacting the ecosystems of the Great Barrier Reef? Well, we don't know. I don't actually have a clear answer to that question. Maybe it has a negative impact, and I can go on to argue that it's terrible and it's damaging the corals and it's really bad for everybody. Or I could say that, hey, tourism is great. It's bringing attention. It's bringing local money into the economy, and people are really invested in protecting the corals so that they get more tourism dollars, that kind of thing. So the answer to that question is an argument. I can take an arguable approach. For that second question about child abuse in Contra Costa County, what is the best method for reducing child abuse in Contra Costa County? Well, the argument in there is, what is the best method? How do we, is it classes? Is it public awareness programs? Is it, what are the things that can be done here, and what is the best of those things to actually reduce this problem? So pay attention to this last one, this what is the best method. I have found that this phrase, what is the best method or what is the best solution, are really useful phrases to have in your pocket for creating super strong research questions. So before I wrap this up, I just want to say that I think research questions are probably one of my favorite parts of this class. So I would be delighted to help you come up with good ones if you need some help coming up with a good research question. Reach out to me, send me a Canvas message or a text message, and let's come up with some really great research questions for your final projects.